Okay, that's probably good.
What if there's a whole podcast this whole time, just you clapping? Like,
Just cold clapping.
And we start slowly clapping too. Like.
Well, domination. Hey, all of you gamer boys and gamer girls, because I don't want to... What's the word I'm looking for? You know how it's like you're either a gamer or you're a gamer girl?
Hollywood's bleeding.
What?
Take what you want from me. Take what you need from me.
It's Ozzy Osbourne on Post Malone's album. That's such a cool freaking feature.
What is
Think
it?
about who else is gonna get Ozzy Osbourne? No one.
Ooh, I know. Black Sabbath.
You know, I realized for the past 2 videos, our camera quality's been kind of low.
Why do you
Look at
care?
him. Yeah, look at him. Wait, you've watched him?
I mean, sure.
He
He
hasn't.
doesn't even know. You don't
Wait,
even know.
What are you talking? Are you talking about our perfectly? That's your camera, by the way. So you're dogging on your own camera.
Hey,
that's
guys,
you.
That's a
wanna roast
webcam.
Thane back?
Yeah.
Thane, that's your
You know, Thane,
Nikon.
I noticed
That's his
that the
Nikon.
quality of our Zelda videos has been kind of absent.
Oh my god.
Get roasted.
You know what? How about I just delete them and you don't get them at all?
Just like the raw files.
Yeah, the raw file's gone.
Still have some, don't you? You still have the other ones?
Yeah, I think I have all the recordings, so he can delete them. I don't care.
He
I have
still
all the
has them.
recordings too.
Okay, but I
I'm sure he
have
has a
them.
copy.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to do a shout out real quick. Little Thicky, I'm sorry I'm not playing Call of Duty with you right now. I was going to, but then these guys like, hey, let's do the podcast. I'm like,
Hey, let's
okay.
watch an hour of Pokemon
YouTube.
videos.
Yeah, I also watched a bunch of YouTube
And then I'm gonna
videos.
shower.
I showered
And then I'm
before all
gonna-
that, and I had
And then I'm
lunch.
gonna eat food.
It's because my lunch is, which is why I watched all the videos in the YouTube. But now we're doing this. Sorry, Thicky.
And then we're gonna go get something else to eat after this.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat Burger King at Walmart. Walmart has a Burger King now.
In the back, that's right. Next to the auto section.
Yeah, you gotta ask for Mike. He brings out the
Antifreeze
burgers.
is the
No,
best
it's next
drink
to the
in
auto
that
section, and a little guy in a bullet bike rides out, smacks you in the freaking nuts with the Impossible Whopper.
Yeah, but he's all pixelated. You can't really tell. Like him as himself, he's just kind of pixelated.
Yeah, you could tell who has bad handling on their bike.
I tried turning.
That's why he is in the auto section, so that he can get you some
Some sleek new
Tools.
tires.
parts for your turning.
That's true.
I got a question though. Thane, what was the point of you dogging on our camera? Your camera?
I don't know.
Do you want to go get?
Usually-
Do you want to go get the nice camera and bring it down here?
No, you set it up, so
Is there a problem though?
no.
Good.
I was just making a joke.
You're not allowed to talk anymore.
You know what? You don't get any. I can't say that.
Thanks. Speaking of me not getting any, I need to
Ooh.
tell you guys a story.
I knew we were gonna get into this right away.
Yeah. Last night, we were streaming. This was Saturday night. It's Saturday night.
Live from New York.
No, I was singing the Panic song.
That's what I was singing.
Oh,
Oh, I
I
thought,
was-
I
'cause
pray
Cole
for
thought
the
you were-
wicked on the weekend.
I
went
thought you were doing the
SNL.
SNL.
Yeah.
Get with it, gamer. Anyway, it's Saturday night, and I'm just gaming with my fellow gamers, streaming to everyone on the
He was playing
interwebs.
Cronker.
I was playing Crunker, and Cole just happened. Like the how this all transpired is kind of funny because everything could have went south, but Cole got real upset at the game and he said, "I'm not having fun," and he left. And then the other guy we were gaming with, I said, "Hey, are you done?" He's like, "Yeah, I think I am done." So he left, and I'm like, "Okay, well I'm not gonna play by myself." So I messaged Zay, and Zay was on Fortnite. So I'm like, "Okay, I'll play some Fortnite." So I booted up, and I hear this horrible noise coming out of one of my fans on my PC, and so. What do? I know. I called Jesus, and I'm like, "Hey, Jesus, can you come get my PC?" So I walked next door, and I knocked on his door, and I said, "Hey, Jesus, my computer doesn't sound very good. Will you come check it?" And so he did. He came into my room, angelic beard and all, and he examined my fan, and then he slapped it twice, and then it made this horrible noise, and I got really scared, and so we hurried and turned it off. And then what happened? I'll let you take it from there.
So when I heard the fan, well, Skylar told me that he put his hand up to it and it was really hot. And I first thought that's normal. Really hot air will be coming out of the the radiator because that's just the way it works. But this is really, really hot air. It's not supposed to get this hot. I didn't really think much of it until I slapped it. And when I slapped and I heard the fan really start breaking, I was like, okay, this fan isn't really working to what it's supposed to be doing. Because typically a fan, even if like a bearing or something like it's broken on them, they'll work for a little bit. Like they'll get the job done. But it was not working as it should. And so I said, Skylar, turn off your computer right now. So I made him close out everything he was doing, stop the stream, and turn off his computer. And then I started unplugging everything from the back, like, instantly. And then we took it out into the living room. And I started taking apart, because I knew the fan was broken. I said, Skylar, you're going to have to replace the fan. So he's like, okay. So we go to Best Buy. We get some fans, come back. Zay's got potatoes in the oven or something.
He's got to go fix his potatoes.
Yeah. And so we go to Best Buy, we get the fans, and I'm going in to just replace the fan on the radiator, basically. So like
the cooling system.
Yeah,
that cools my CPU.
The CPU cooling system. That fan was the one that broke out and needed to be replaced. And as I'm doing that, I thought, if it got hot enough, then it might have dried up the thermal paste on the processor. So I decided to take that apart and put new thermal paste on there. And in the process of taking it apart, I noticed that his water cooling system had a leak.
Woo!
And I think the leak is a result of it getting too hot. Thankfully, the processor is fine. It did its job well enough to make sure the processor didn't get fried. And it didn't leak enough to damage any of the components inside. So he had to buy a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, the point is one little tiny dinky fan breaking on me could have cost me like $400, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I was really sad. But now I can't be a gamer anymore, guys. I can't be a gamer until Friday. That's not true. I could be a gamer Tuesday at the earliest.
So the thing that's funny that I've really realized with Skylar's computer in his case, it has terrible airflow. So this is a hint to any of you guys that are planning on building a computer in the near future. Make sure you have good airflow. And I think the reason why Skylar's fan went out is because the airflow was so bad, the computer told the fans to spin faster and faster. And because they're spinning so fast, it eventually just wore them down to nothing, basically, even quicker than it would normally wear down. And I think that's the reason why they all completely broke on us.
But yeah,
that was important.
So there you have it, kids. That's going to be the end of the show and my life. Appreciate you guys. Cole, thanks. It's been nice being friends with you. Probably see you guys on the flip-flop.
What was that?
You know what I realized? That light's so close to you.
We never adjusted it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Good job.
There you go.
We've got 3 lights in our setup right now. I wish we had more.
I
Also,
think this is enough.
We need lights to light up the behind us thing.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we honestly need lights like hung up there that shoot behind
Yes,
us.
that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need. Skylar, don't you say nothing.
Dude, this guy, man.
They
This-
don't even smell bad.
No, are you kidding? It smells like freaking macaroni, dude.
Well, I just ate macaroni.
Reeks.
I
You
don't
stink
smell
so
it.
bad. It's your own fart. You don't smell your own fart sometimes.
You're right.
Cup it,
It
dude.
stinks so bad.
It stinks so so good. Oh. But what else? There was something else I wanted to talk about other than my computer breaking.
That you haven't shaved.
It's No Shave November, dog.
It's
This-
still October.
It's October, dude.
Yeah, with how much
Oh,
beard
yeah,
hair I have.
it snowed today.
Yeah.
That's a big rip. Want to know the best part about snow is?
Scott doesn't like snow.
Watching Thane drive in it.
What? You've never seen me drive in the
Bro, he
snow.
wants you to die.
Hey, I've got a question
That's not what
for.
I
Well,
said.
Sky,
That's not what I
burn
said.
in hell.
That's not what I said.
I got a question for Zay and Skylar.
Wait. So, it snowed outside recently in my neighborhood. Man, for a guy that hates snow, that really snows.
Oh God,
it really blows.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't get that, Cole?
I didn't know.
Well, Thane didn't get it either.
Can you
just
plug your
laughed.
ears for a
He would
second?
never-
I need to
What?
talk
He
about
doesn't
you
like
behind
humor
your
like
back.
that.
Yeah, Thane, just zone us out for a minute.
Talk about me right now.
Okay, so
Just turn your chair that way.
I'm curious
Turn your
for
chair that
Zay
way.
and Sky.
It's behind your back at that point. Just turn your chair. Never
This is
mind.
for
He doesn't
Zay
like
and
jokes like that.
Do you guys ever feel unsafe when Thane is the driver?
Yep.
Um,
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I necessarily feel unsafe. I'm just more alert. I'm more alert than just casually riding with one
He's
of you guys.
frightened for his life.
I feel like I backseat drive Thane more than I've ever backseat drove anyone in my entire life.
Yeah, see, I backseat drive Thane too.
Don't backseat drive me, man.
Well, this is the one example that I have, and I think Thane would have noticed.
But
I
he
was just
didn't.
really afraid when I saw it. We were going up to this roundabout, and he looks left. There's no cars. He looks right and gets ready to go, but there's a car to his left, right. It's pulling in, and I think Thane maybe probably thought it was gonna be turning away,
Yeah.
but it kept going around the circle.
Gotta wait.
And I was like, "Thane, car!" And he slows down, and he doesn't really say anything about it.
And he probably just keeps on carrying on his conversation, whatever he's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really think anything of it.
Yeah, he doesn't
I was
say
kind of
anything about the
afraid, you
situation.
know?
He keeps talking about whatever.
I
he's
think
talking
Thane
about.
is a good driver because I think he would have noticed it and wouldn't have hit it or anything like that.
And then
but
carry on his conversation.
It kind of just
Pretty
scared
cool.
me.
It's very talented. You want to know my driving with Thane story?
Can I say? in
I said you were a
defense,
good
I don't
driver,
like
Thane. I said
Defend
you'd
roundabouts.
yourself.
probably
Defend.
figure
Oh,
it.
he doesn't like roundabouts as a defense.
No, you know what roundabouts are for? It's literally a circle to display plants.
Whoa, no, Thane Lane. Let me
Thane-
tell you what they're actually for.
Yeah.
What?
They're for
Just for the
probably the
flow
flow
to
of
make
traffic.
the flow of traffic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to make it so there's not as many backups and
That's
stuff
kind
like
of a
that.
busy area right there. So I mean, if they didn't have that, imagine like a four-way.
Yeah.
Thane, wanna how you can learn about roundabouts? Play a city builder game like I have. Put like 200 hours into a city builder game.
Or I'm
like
sure
I
I'm
do.
don't
sure you
wanna
can
do
go to
that.
our city's website and they provide like step-by-step directions.
Thane, I've
or
actually-
even a YouTube video.
Thane, I've actually created this 3.5-week program about roundabouts for driving. If you want to join my $800
Driving with
program,
roundabouts.
That'll be $750.
Yeah. I only accept credit too, no cash.
Just credit.
Yeah, so you need to get a bank loan to pay me. No, I got to tell you guys,
Cashier's check.
maybe you remember this too, and maybe you can help enlighten me on the story because you seem to have a better memory than I do.
To this day, he still doesn't know.
But there was one time that Thane and I were driving home from our old studio, and I don't know if something jumped out in front of Thane or whatnot, but Thane, he's like, "Oh shoot!" and he slammed on his brakes and he swerved all the way left, and then he swerved all the way right. And it's like, we almost smashed a, those
Mailbox,
no, not a
plant,
mailbox,
sign,
the-
mile marker.
No.
yeah, the sprinklers that farmers use. What are they called? Lines, a hand line.
Oh, okay.
We almost
Wait.
Also, it's a country road.
Was it like
Take
a riser
me
or
home.
just the hand line itself? Because why was that?
like the one on wheels.
Oh, a wheel line.
Wheel line, sorry. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's what happened. Thane, was that right? Thane we were chatting and he kind of veered off the road and then he
Yeah.
overcorrected
Yeah.
back left and then overcorrected back right
Yeah.
and almost freaking took out a wheel line. I was pretty scared, dude. I thought we were flipping that car. I'm not gonna lie. Like I swear to God, I'm like, we sat there for a minute. He's
He's like,
oh.
he's probably like, oh
Then
man,
you
that's
stayed
unfortunate.
awake for the rest of the night.
So, well, I don't think either of us were tired. He was just taking me home, and yeah.
Defend it. Defend it. Can you defend it?
Was I anywhere in the realm of correct?
What did you
Yeah.
see?
I don't think we
Bright
saw
lights,
anything. I
the
think
moon.
I think just.
Maybe he fell asleep.
They
No,
zoned
we were
out.
talking. We were having a pleasant conversation, and I think he just zoned out to the right. And I think I was like, "Oh, Thane, you're going off the road." And he's like, "Yeah, tits," and he flies left and then flies right. And it was scary, man.
Did he just slam on the brakes to save it?
I think so.
No. Lucky there's no ice.
Yeah, was it like
It's
snowy?
like summer.
Oh,
Something.
something.
That's lucky.
Spring, yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's my driving with Thane story. But I don't know. Thane's a good driver. I just, like I said, I feel like us being in the car with Thane is a distraction for him.
Because we're so good looking.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Thane. That's not it.
Would you say that's true, Thane?
Because we're good, great conversationalists.
Yeah.
Defend it.
I remember this one time I accidentally drove off the side of the road. It was snow and I couldn't get out, so people had to stop by and
Help
get me out. Yeah,
Were they nice?
yeah.
That's cool.
Wait, this has nothing to do with what we were talking about, though.
No,
I mean, it kind of does.
he's had more than one time. No, remember the thing? Remember that one time when you No, you already told it. Or you went off the road and they thought you were drunk. You got reported for drunk driving. Remember
Yeah.
that?
That's not funny. That
But it
wasn't funny.
happened. I was thinking only you told us that, but you told that on the podcast already.
Yes, I did.
Old news.
Yes, old
Fake
news.
news. I mean, old news.
Dude, there was this one time I was driving. So there we have this ski mountain over by where our hometown is. It's like an hour away from us. And there was these people in a pickup, dude. And as we were driving up the mountain, these people come flying past us, and I'm like, what are they doing? Like, they're going so fast. Well, that
It's
same
like
pickup.
a steep. It's like there's not that much room to work with, and it's pretty steep.
Yeah.
So like one side's like, it's like one side's the mountain, and then one other side is just death.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
just
cliff.
it's just a
Yeah.
you plunge off into like it's like a ravine almost or something like that.
You'll probably die.
You're probably
Even if you're
dead.
wearing a seatbelt, you're gone. You just got.
It's pretty steep,
Boom.
and imagine that being like covered in snow or ice. Like
Yeah.
Nope.
But anyway, these people are just freaking hauling tits, bro, down this mountain. And so we get up there, and like we're at the top of the mountain. We snowboard all day, and then we come back down, and it's like halfway down the mountain. We see this freaking truck just completely submerged in the side of the hill with snow everywhere. And you can see that they freaking slid off and just smashed it, dude. Completely buried in snow. And we get out. Nobody was there, but we're like, oh, shoot, dude. Like, that truck's not getting out ever unless
the
a tow truck comes.
It
That
was
was
the
the
same
same
truck.
one?
Yeah, it's the same truck.
Oh
funny.
my!
My mom was real upset, dude. She's
What
like,
a twist of events.
yeah, she's like, well, it sucks for them. She was pissed because they were flying past us, but when she saw him there, it was almost
She's
like,
like
a,
that treats him
hmm.
right.
that's what you get.
It was a series of unfortunate events.
I mean,
Nice,
hey,
Cole.
if you're driving
If you're gonna
50
do
down
that,
a mountain
then-
on snowy roads,
Shout out to Lemony Snicket.
Shout out to Neil Patrick Harris
he's a great guy.
Wait, did he play somebody in
in the
that?
Netflix one.
Oh, he did.
In the Netflix reboot.
I think he helped write it too. Did he? I think
he's,
he did.
he's Olaf.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep. Just the more you know, Cole.
He also plays Barney Stinson in How I Met Your Mother.
That's pretty much the
This
only
guy's
thing I
favorite
know
show
Neil
of all
Patrick Harris.
time.
Bro, that is one of my favorite sitcoms
He's
ever
in
made.
Harold and Kumar.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know.
He actually had his boyfriend on the show.
On How I Met Your Dad.
Yeah.
What if there was a spin-off series, How I Met Your Father?
It was about Neil
That's
Patrick
already
Harris.
that's already a Family Guy joke.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Well,
What was the joke? Yeah.
where it's like no, back to How I Met Your Father, and it's just the main character was the Ted. Is it Ted? Is his name
Yeah,
Ted?
Ted.
Yeah, Ted talking with Barney, and he's like, it's like, Barney, I love you. It's like, and he pulls out a condom, says suit up, and then they start making out. That's the whole joke.
God.
Get it, suit up, because that's his quote, and he pulls out a
Yeah.
condom.
Yeah.
Ah.
Suit up.
Thing
But
laughs
I don't understand.
at it.
Why does it say... But, Never mind.
Just to make it a weird joke
I really
about the
liked
show.
that show.
I've never
good,
saw the show,
dude.
the whole thing, so I don't
Really?
understand like the ending. I heard the ending sucks, but I never understood. Like,
Oh, they
it's,
did-
it's a little depressing.
The ending was horrible.
but I don't understand.
Do you
Like,
want me to ruin
what?
it for you?
Not really.
It's not like I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's bad, Cole.
But I tend to like things on TV that people don't like. I've noticed.
Cole
Like
has
the
really
ending is
like
weird
that. He's really
opinions.
edgy.
I like the prequel Star Wars. I like the Last Jedi. I
Hey,
did not like Force Awakens.
Look at that.
As an example.
I love the prequel Star Wars.
Really?
Unpopular
Yes, I
opinions.
really do like them. I don't care what
So
anyone
you like
says.
you like the fact that Jacob Lloyd's life is ruined because of him?
No, I don't. I don't agree with that at all. He's a 9-10-year-old kid at the time when he was acting. People choose to pick on him for it. It's
Shout out to
just
Penguins for
mind-boggling.
getting us on
Hey
the
guys,
subject.
It's just mind-boggling.
Let's give unpopular opinions.
Okay, another segment.
Yeah.
A new
A
segment.
segue into our new segment, but make it smooth, but also introduce the new
That's
segment that
Zay's thing. He
we're
always
bringing
makes it
out.
those smooth segments.
Because I like to see what people do. Because usually it's not smooth with this guy.
He just cuts the
He just freaking
conversation.
bowls right in there. Doesn't even ask for permission. And someone
Did-
ends up in pain.
Speaking of
afterwards.
bowling right in there, Thane's got us with a new segment.
Unpopular opinions. Dead. Yeah.
Go ahead, Thane.
Dead Rising is a mess of a game. I'm gonna say it. It's unbalanced. it feels stiff at times, but then I looked at footage like, I kind of like to play that, see if what I remembered from the game was just as bad as I played it, because I swear that game is like just feels. For me, it was like awful to play. I was like, why is this? Everyone loves this game. Why can't I be good? The game's broken. I'm not broken. The game's broken. go to
You
the
start crying. Then you start crying.
Go to the shop. Go to the gun owner boss. Cheapest thing ever. He just fires guns at you, and you can't do anything. You try to grab a gun, but he's got all the guns. And you have to find the right items. But if you're not prepared for that, you're gonna die. And guess what? When you die, you
lose.
If you didn't save for the past 2 hours, you're probably on day 2. You're probably going back to day 1 if you saved on day 1. That's how bad it was. I'm sorry.
Got him.
Good job. Are we all gonna?
Cole,
take a
you're
plunge
really
into
good at
this?
having unpopular opinions.
Let's do this. Take a plunge, Cole.
Let's see yours, Cole.
I kind of liked the midichlorians from episode 1 of Star Wars. The explanation of why people are powerful with the Force and others are not as powerful with the Force.
I have to go back and watch it. Don't remember.
Me too.
Bring
it here.
It was just this tiny plot point that George Lucas said, I'm gonna write it in, and people love it because I'm George Lucas, and then people.
Is that what he sounds
I
like?
hate it.
He sounds just
Yeah.
like that, but I don't think that's the way he said it.
Yeah. Everyone.
Oh,
That's
go ahead.
See, here's the
actually-
thing. In my opinion, if you over-explain something,
That's
if
why it's an
something's
unpopular
there,
opinion thing.
Well, if you
He's
my
gotta
theory is that
Shut
if
me
you
down.
over-explain something, it's gonna lose its magic. And I think over-explaining the Force with midichlorians like going through the bloodstream, it's like, well, then that just ruins like the magic of it. Like, it's the Force.
It's
it
funny
binds us.
because I
Yeah.
really like explanations of things. That's why I like the midichlorians.
That's probably why I didn't like.
I think it's kind of a dumb explanation.
Probably why I
but
didn't like
still it 'cause it
that
explains
one
it.
episode of Korra where they just explain, oh, here's how the bending and the four nations came to be and all
And
the
I love
spirits.
that episode too, Cora.
You know, Thane, you'd probably hate the Bible. You shouldn't read it because it explains a lot about life.
What? Sky, that's the dumbest example I've ever heard. They don't explain enough.
In the Bible?
Yeah. All of it's
No, Adam and Eve and Moses. What else do you need?
yeah.
Wait, how'd you get from that? Wait, what was he talking about before to get to that?
It's
Talk about
over-explaining
fictional stuff. And some would say the Bible's fictional too, but I'm not going to get into that debate.
Oh, I'll get into it with you. I think the Bible's a hot movie. Did you know? Okay, fun fact.
Well,
There's
Did
a
you guys
lot
video
of
game.
movies
There's the
about-
video
The
game.
Bible
video
Man.
game.
I want to try that. The Bible, the game
On the
I want-
Xbox?
yeah, I do want to try that.
The
No,
Bible game.
Did you guys
It is,
know
it's a
that
game.
in Egypt they don't show the movie Exodus because they have no records of the plagues or Moses or ever having Israelite slaves there?
Oof.
So they
Did you
wouldn't.
read that on the internet?
You know,
Okay.
now we're on the subject
Hey,
of
on the
religious
same.
movies.
Wait.
How
On
about
the
the
same
Prince
place.
of Egypt?
No. On the same.
I
On
love
the
that movie.
On the same
The
place where
show.
Sky heard that, I watched Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh,
Oh.
That's true, right? People do
Yikes.
that, right?
Yikers.
Wow.
Don't listen to this guy.
I've never seen the video.
Whenever I think of the plagues in like Egypt and stuff like that,
Is that what you think of?
my first thought is always Prince of Egypt.
That's a
I
good
send
show.
the pestilence and plagues. I love that show. It's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, the Egyptians who keep very good records don't have any records
Prince,
of the
Wait.
not the flood, the plagues and
Prince?
Moses.
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
I
It's
heard
about-
that movie.
It's made by
Who-
Disney.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
Disney.
Okay,
Not
that's-
Disney. It's not Disney's DreamWorks.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about Cole.
Made by the people that made How I Trained
What's
Your
the other
Dragon.
one? Prince of Persia. That's what I'm thinking of. God,
Yeah. Good
Wow.
one.
Jake
Completely
Gyllenhaal.
different.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
You mean Lake?
Yeah.
Did that
that's
start
right.
out as a game or a movie?
That's a game.
movie,
That's a
right?
game.
It's a
That's
movie.
a game.
But did it start out as a game or like a book though?
Game back in like 1980
That
something.
was first though. It was a game.
So it was first a game and then a movie.
Are you thinking of the Sands of Time? Because
Yeah.
that's not the first game. That's the fourth
Don't
game.
know.
Fourth game. Just Prince
Ooh,
of Persia
excuse
thing.
me,
The
princess.
whole-
I was just talking about Prince of Persia in general.
Yeah.
Thing.
Go
I
back.
didn't say Sands of
All
Time
right.
or anything.
This is a very touchy subject for me. The Prince of Persia.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion, like Cole said. Not Prince of Persia. Prince of Egypt.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion. Okay. I've tried Magic the Gathering before. I don't understand. I don't know why people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on those cards.
Do you think that way about every trading
That's
card
it.
game?
Hey, I'm not gonna say.
Well,
No, I want to hear.
Someone spent. I mean, I've heard of people spending. There was one guy that spent over $30,000 on those kind of cards and stuff.
I know
So,
that person.
I don't.
It's not me though.
Maybe if they showed me why, but playing it and trying it, I don't
See,
understand.
I think
it.
you'd have to compare it to something you enjoy, like
That's how
music
everything-
equipment
yeah.
or video games.
But
or
the thing is like, I haven't spent that much money on video games.
I know. I'm
honestly
just saying
haven't.
you have to compare it to something that you enjoy.
But the thing is we can go that way. So if you want to, in comparison, the thing I probably spent the most money on is like music related things. But the thing is with music, that's something that you can apply to. That's something that you can use for other things. Think about Magic the Gathering. It's like you can't really do. With music, you can put
I don't
it.
know
Let's
if
say
you
you
can,
put it
you
in a
can't really-
movie,
you can't
or you
compare
put it in a
to music.
game.
I think you got to compare it
Okay,
to like
but
a
that's
game.
that's Sky's argument.
Yeah.
No, well,
It's that
my
you compare
argument
it
was
to
something
straight
that
entertainment.
you enjoy. Like it's something
Something
that
that I
you
enjoy. The thing is, I haven't spent that much money on. If it's like talking about video games or something like
okay,
that.
well, don't look at the money though, because there's people that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't
well,
understand.
Well, people overspend in video games all the time. Do you understand that?
If they're making money from it, I can't understand it.
Well, say they're not. There's people that just buy the battle pass every season for Fortnite.
They just collect. They're just
it's
collectors.
just addiction.
The thing is like, I don't know.
What about
I
video
just-
game collectors? They're not making money off of their video game collections, and they're keeping them and putting them on shelves.
No,
like
that's
me.
the thing. I don't understand. That's
Oh,
it.
okay,
Could
you
be
don't
the same
understand that.
thing. I don't
yeah,
understand
that's
that.
just what it is. People just like
don't
to collect
understand that.
things.
Yeah.
People like to do it. It's their hobby. That's
yeah,
just one of
I
their
guess I don't
things.
understand
Have
that.
you seen
Spending
the-
$30,000 on
Okay,
something
here's
that-
this one. Here's this
yeah,
one. You spend a lot of money on clothes.
not really. I really don't.
Me and Sky disagree.
Yeah.
You think I spent a lot of
You
money on
spent $40
clothes?
on a sweatshirt like a little bit ago.
That's something that I can wear. That's something that I can have for
Yeah.
like years.
well, these guys can have their
You
cards.
can't
for
wear
years.
cards. You can't use cards to
Oh, but
defend yourself.
They
You can't use
them
it for
years.
warmth.
You're not gonna defend yourself with a shirt.
Hey,
I meant from the elements. I meant from the elements.
Cole, I
Cole,
think we
Cole.
have to veer away from clothing, and it's specifically entertainment.
Yeah, it has to be specifically entertaining. I just wanted to bring up
because I'm
something
talking
Isaiah
about
spends money on to try to give an
if you're
idea,
talking
but
about
it
going
didn't
with
work.
clothing,
Yeah.
you can use that. You can wear that.
Yeah.
You can't wear cards. You mean you can't use it for anything
It's-
else than that specific thing.
With trading cards and or any other kind of collections, it's specifically just their entertainment. It's what they like
Yeah.
to do.
Okay, and I'm fine with that. I just don't understand spending $30,000 or more dollars.
That's what they do.
On
That's
that.
just all they do. They don't do anything else maybe other than just play that game.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
I'm saying I don't understand.
The thing with trading card games too is like, especially like this individual that spent this much money, he competed, but he said that a lot of his cards, like every couple years, would become obsolete. Like you couldn't use them.
That's the way it
in-
works.
Doesn't
yes.
it keep going? No, yeah, it
Banned.
keeps
Yes.
evolving. The game keeps evolving.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
I-
either get banned.
I love
or-
trading card games. They're a lot of fun. And I also think it's kind of silly to spend a lot of money into them because there's ways you don't have to spend a lot of money while you're playing them. You will spend a good amount of money, but not like $30,000. They're a lot of fun. It's basically just a video game to me playing trading card games, but I see where you're coming from, Zay. Like spending that much money is kind of silly, but that's just what they like to do. That's their hobby.
And-
Why
yeah.
are you to judge someone spending their money on
And
something?
I'm not judging them.
I guess
on
judge
the-
wasn't the right word. It's
I'm
just
not. The thing is,
why would
I
you
don't
bother
understand.
understanding?
I don't understand the fact that you would, when you can use that for something else that actually benefit you, like in some other way, unless it's just purely hobby. If you have the money to do it, then fine. But if you're spending $30,000 on something when that can go towards something else, I don't know. Or just finding maybe like a balance, because unless you're making a
mean,
ton of money,
Granted, yes, you should be spending your money on things that you need. Your necessity should go first. Things that should benefit you should go first.
oh man, think
I
about
do
how
agree with that. There are people that
$30,000.
spend money on things they don't need.
Let's
when
say
they
you
do
only
need other
spent
things.
$15,000 and you brought the other $15,000 towards something else. Is what I'm saying. $30,000, dude, and I don't even know. Maybe there's more than that. Maybe people have spent more than that. I'm sure they have.
I think what it comes down
So-
to is that there's
just
no
pure
reason
hobby.
to understand it.
Yeah.
It's just people like to
Hey.
spend money on their things. Let them be what they want to
I
be.
think every-
Unpopular opinion. That's what it's called.
I guess that's true.
Unpopular
Yeah.
think-
opinion.
I think
I argued. I feel bad for arguing now that I realize we're on the popular opinion.
I think
side.
Yeah.
everybody just views
Sorry.
things differently though. Like I know we're specifically talking about entertainment industry, but like me with clothes, I would rather buy cheap clothes because I don't care. You know what I mean? I would rather spend $5 on clothes and $200 on computer parts than the other way around. You know what I mean?
Hey Zay, I just want to apologize formally for arguing
No,
your
it's
unpopular
okay,
opinion.
Cole. I know it's
No,
something
I
that's close
forgot-
to you because
No,
you were
I was
involved in
expecting this.
a card trading game.
Then you wanted some heated debates.
Yes, I did.
That was
That's why
your point of
unpopular-
this? I thought we were just gonna tell our unpopular opinions and talk about, or not even really talk about them. Just talk like a little
No,
bit about.
I thought
them.
we
I
all
don't
just
know.
said one.
I did. Yeah, I
Maybe-
didn't know we were
Said
gonna
mine, yeah.
argue them, and then I started arguing because you're right. Zay hit something that I'm kind of.
Yeah,
I
it's
play
close
card
to him.
games
It's personal to him. I
occasionally,
understand
yeah.
that. That's
No.
fine.
Also, I think that if I was getting a trading card game, I'd probably get into one digital because I don't want to spend money on something physical. Because if I have a rare card, I'm like, and I drop in the sewer grate.
That happens.
That happens. And I was like,
I was being sarcastic. I don't think it
I mean-
happens.
that probably happens in grade school.
Sometimes.
That probably happens in grade school. When
In
you
grade
see-
school, you don't know you got $1,000 card.
That's
though.
true.
You just go,
Yeah.
"Wow, I got Charizard."
You gamble your cards with your buddies.
Wow, I got Dark Magician.
Wow.
That's not the most. Wow, I got
Wow, I
Blue
got-
Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
I got
I dropped
face
in the
cards.
sewer grate. No.
Wow, I got the Black Lotus card. This card lets me get one free mana or something like
Yeah.
that. Who knew it was $30,000 or whatever it is?
Wait. Do you want? Are you gonna keep going? You want let one of them?
Well,
say their
I've got
unpopular
mine.
opinion?
Well, what I'd like to say is that I like digital trading card games because like physical cards are kind of hard to keep track of, but digital you have it all right there. You don't have to worry
It's
about.
still the same thing though. You're still spending a bunch of money.
I
on
know,
a
yeah,
digital
but-
card game. And
But
they do
maybe he's
rotate
talking about
out.
maybe just like cards getting
But-
stolen or losing them or getting wet or
Oh.
something.
I
Is that what
like
you're
to have
talking
the
about?
physical thing. That's why I like
Yeah.
physical
A
card
physical one
games.
can get stolen or just
Yeah.
get ruined. Okay.
Yeah, but also digital. Did they charge the same price for physicals? Like if you get like say there's a booster card pack, you
No.
get on.
No, digital is gonna be cheaper, of course, because
Yeah,
they're not. They're
so
not,
yeah,
you're
that's
not
what I'm saying.
paying
It's
for
it's also cheaper if you're gonna play.
It's cheaper, but that makes you spend more money. So in the long run, you're still spending the same. I would argue the people that pay money for Hearthstone games pay the same. There's people that pay the same amount for like Magic. Like
physically.
yes, just because sure you're gonna be getting more with Hearthstone, but just because you're spending less, it'll be wow. I only spent $2 instead of $4 in pack. Looks like I can buy 2 packs instead of 1 pack. Like that's how it works with Hearthstone. Like you're gonna be spending the same amount of money regardless.
Also, a better example, MTG Arena, which is the digital version, you'd say you probably could spend as much on MTG Arena as regular MTG.
Well, that just proves my point
Yeah.
even more. Thing.
Your
Okay,
pornt.
Yeah.
My point.
You said pornt.
I know.
This guy almost said pornt on
Well-
the show.
Yeah, and
Oh.
that's he was trying to help you segue into your unpopular opinion.
Speaking
The
of
kind of
yeah.
porn you like.
Speaking of,
Wow.
it's kind of funny
Okay,
you bring
yeah.
that up. It's funny you bring that up because
Just
my
kidding.
unpopular
Is that what it
opinion
is?
is anime and cartoons are all the same. Animation, it's all the same. There's no
Look at
difference
that. Look,
to
he's
me
gonna go already. Look at him.
You want it-
Oh, no,
let me
he's
explain
going right
myself,
away.
though,
Oh, no, he's going right
because
away.
it's all animation, right? It's all like cartoon-based designs. Like I guess cartoons is the phrase that kids use when they want to watch a show. They're like, oh yeah, I want to watch cartoons. And I know people say, oh, I'm watching anime. And I would just say that anime is it's like a different genre of cartoon. It's like you got comedy shows and you got action-packed. You've got cartoons for kids, you've got anime for adults. But it's all the same. Like it's animation, you know what I mean? People try to separate them. I just say they're the same. They're just different types of
A
They're
different.
made in a
So
different
would you
country.
I
say-
share this opinion with Skylar. by
Wait,
the
Sky,
way.
would you say cartoon and then below that you have anime and then you have different categories?
I would say you have animation,
Okay.
and then below that you have all the categories.
Okay.
I share this opinion with Skylar. I think it's silly to not call one show anime, even though it looks very similar to like a Japan animation show.
Japanimation.
Like for example, Avatar: The Last Airbender. People say that's not anime, when in reality, anime means animation. So it is. Yes,
Yeah.
they're all the same. I mean, with that logic, SpongeBob is an anime. So yeah, sure.
I never
agree.
understood that. Yeah, I never understood that argument. When people get mad about when you call anime cartoon.
So you could say Shrek is an anime?
And
Yeah.
the reason why Skylar hit it on the nose is because the word cartoon is associated with being more kiddie.
Yeah.
And if you're watching a kiddie show, then people are gonna look down on you. That's
Well,
But what
100%
if you're
it
watching
is.
anime, but aren't there like kiddie type animes though?
Yes.
Yeah, for
Okay,
kids.
so-
Pokemon.
Well, I mean,
Pokemon's one.
so okay, let's look at it this way. If you talk to some just generic person that doesn't really know much about anime, and you say, "Hey, I watch anime," like say you watch like Attack on Titan or something like that. You say, "I
Mhm.
watch anime." They go, "Wow, you watch that stuff? That's weird. Are you like a kid or something? You watch a bunch of kid shows?"
Then
It's
show
because they
them a
don't
clip of
understand. They don't
someone
really
getting
like
eaten.
know what it is you're watching. I mean, you could be watching SpongeBob. You could be watching Attack on Titan. You got both ends of the spectrum.
But even if they don't watch anything at all, maybe they would dissociate that with anything though.
And that's
Yeah.
why people try to separate the word anime and cartoon, because
They don't want to be looked down upon.
Yeah.
they don't want to be looked down upon as like a little kid when anime they're thinking of is more, I would say, mature, like Attack on Titan's very violent
so
or
what
whatever.
solidified this point even more so for me is I tried to show my parents an anime. I tried to get them to watch Death Note, and they both fell asleep the first episode. But I talked to them the next day. Well, I guess in the moment they're like, "This is a cartoon. Why are we watching this?" And I said, "Dad, you watch Family Guy, you watch South Park. Those are cartoons."
Exactly.
And he's like, "Well, those are funny." And I'm like, "Okay, well, this is just a serious one." They're like, "Is it for kids?" I wouldn't
No.
recommend it for small children. There's a lot of death and cussing in there, a lot of sexual content.
It's the same thing with my dad, for example. Like I've shown him a couple different animes and things like that, and he's enjoyed them what I've shown him, but he has a hard time watching them because it's hard for him to wrap his head around something being serious animated. Because typically in the Western side of the world, animation means funny. It
Yeah.
means comedic. It means not serious. It means happy-go-lucky kind of stuff. That's just the way that Western audiences have portrayed animation. And that's, like I said, that's coming all the way back to Skylar's first thing, which is why people try to distinguish the two words. I think it's all silly. I think it's all animation, same thing. All cartoon, same thing.
Yep.
All right, I want to tell you mother effers, if you can't find animation serious, go on Netflix right now and go watch A Silent Voice. Now, I haven't watched the movie, but I've read the manga, and that's just as good. A Silent Voice will make you cry, okay? It is a serious story about a deaf girl dealing with bullying, and if you can't find someone who can't relate to that, you can't find that animation's relatable, just don't watch animation at all.
Well, and here's another thing, going back to Cole's Western civilization thing too, is like the only place, like 10 years ago when we didn't have Netflix and the internet as much as we do now, like the only place you could watch anime was late night on Cartoon Network or whatever, maybe some ratchet Japanese web or
I mean,
show that would come on.
I guess
you know
for
what I mean?
kids for like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon.
Yeah, and
Digimon.
so whenever my parents would see that, they would still be like, "Oh, this is for kids," even though it's on Adult Swim, like it's Cartoon Network. You know what I mean? So and then on the flip flop, what would show on primetime was like Family Guy or South Park or The Simpsons, which those three are probably three of the biggest cartoons, animations, I guess I should say, but they were all comedic and funny, and they were for adults. So I guess that's why it's all. I would say in the Western civilization, it's all the same. Cartoons, people view it all the same. I feel like people that don't understand it won't give it a chance because they think it's for kids, and if it's not funny, then they won't watch it.
Well, what if the thing is, you guys, we kind of all grew up with it though. So like I didn't really watch. I watched cartoons, but I never knew anything. I guess I knew about anime, but I didn't because I knew about Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and all that, but I
Mhm.
never watched it. Our parents didn't have that though. So like if you talk to anyone that's older, they associate if you have kids, if you allow your kids to watch cartoons, I mean you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna think of it as. You didn't grow up with seeing different types of different genres and stuff. So I mean you wouldn't really know. So I can understand why parents would say, "Oh, this is just another cartoon."
Yeah, and I would say in the next 20 years, all that'll dissolve anyway. I feel like they'll have.
Because now because since we're already familiar with it, when we grow up, we'll understand. Maybe there'll be something different by then, but like we'll understand what the difference between like a serious, like more mature animated show, as opposed to like one that's not for like it's like humorous.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. Is I think it's all the same.
Do you agree with him, Thane?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Also, I have a just one quick unpopular opinion. I think Devilman Crybaby is overrated, and this adds to
He's just going for
my
it.
other debate. If you don't think animation can't have a broad range of spectrums, go watch both. I guess go watch both Evangelion and Devilman Crybaby, and tell me that you don't feel depressed afterwards.
Okay.
Because you probably will.
Why are you recommending depressing content to our viewers?
Because I'm telling you, well, Evangelion's not that depressing, but like, it's a show I guess you wouldn't want to watch while depressed. I don't know. But yeah. And then there's just some animation that like they're trying to make a statement because it's like animation I guess is easier to digest. Like, look at this, war is bad. It's like you're just full of it.
When I was little, my mom wouldn't let me watch Dragon Ball Z because they yelled too much.
You've heard this before.
I don't know if I said it on the podcast though.
Yeah.
She didn't like how much they just went charging up their powers and stuff like that.
And that's why he won't want to watch it with me.
No, that's not why.
Yeah.
It doesn't interest me. I think if I would have watched it when I was a kid, maybe I would have liked it a little bit, like had a more of an interest. But I've never really been into a Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
You want to know the show that my mom wouldn't let me watch? And mind you, my parents are probably two of the chillest people on planet Earth, and they didn't really care what I watched as long as it wasn't porn or like hardcore violence. But it was Degrassi. I don't know if you guys know what Degrassi
Yeah.
is, but it had our boy Aubrey Drake Graham in there. So I remember the episode. I was watching it, and there was like a lot of makeout scenes because it was like about teens. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is pretty cool. And
Canadian too.
I was like 12 or 13. I was a little kid, but there was this one part where Drake gets shot in the back. Like there's an episode
Yeah.
where he literally gets gunned down in the back.
Holy crap.
And he falls, and he's like paralyzed for the rest of the show. He's like in a wheelchair, and
Yeah.
my mom saw that, and she wouldn't let me watch it after that anymore. She thought it was too bad.
Then also the guy who
The fact is, how old were you when you were watching this?
I don't know, junior high, 12, 13.
That's awesome.
I remember looking up that.
Because you watched
Yeah.
Degrassi. I knew no one that watched. I guess I didn't. No one told me.
Well,
but
I
it wasn't
watched
the
it,
coolest
but
show to watch.
No, it wasn't. But you want to know what's funny is
Did you watch Degrassi, Cole?
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
See, I didn't know anyone. Sky thinks the
Yeah.
only person.
what's
that
funny
watched
is after
Degrassi.
I found out who Drake was, I'm like, I saw he was a rapper. I'm like, hey, that's the guy in Degrassi.
Yeah.
So
Oh
I
my
associated him with the guy that got shot in Degrassi instead of a rapper.
I also watched the clip, and it's supposed to be a school shooting scene, but I think he only shot Drake, and then he tried to shoot this one girl, and the dude like tried to wrestle a gun out of him, and the dude with the gun accidentally shot himself.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't
Problem
recommend.
solved.
I don't recommend watching it. It's not like it's a great show, but I was like a little kid, and I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
kissed a girl.
Also, for most people who didn't watch it, if you didn't know, that's called. I didn't know this at first, but that's actually called Degrassi: The Next Generation. So
I
there
think
was,
if I've seen any Degrassi, that's probably the one I've seen. The Next Generation one or whatever.
so there was several other Degrassis.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
dumb. It's just like about teens that go through their dramatic lives.
What
like,
does Degrassi mean?
I don't know.
Well, the first show was like called Kids of Degrassi Street.
It might be like where they are, where they live, or something.
It's
but-
more like a.
Why do you say it like that, Thane?
Degrassi?
Degrassi.
It's literally
Degrassi.
Degrassi. Like when the
Degrassi.
lady would say, "Welcome back to Degrassi." That's how
Okay.
she would say it.
He's just
I
saying
don't
it like it sounds like proper. Degrassi.
Degrassi. He's actually
Yeah.
English. He's a Britannian.
Or we have another 21 Savage situation. Secretly, I'm a Brit.
Yeah, I don't know. The show overall is just about teens. Like there was one couple that got pregnant. They deal
Oh.
with breakups.
Hot.
Somebody gets real pissed and runs away. Like, I don't know. It's silly. Don't watch it. Don't recommend it. But speaking of not recommending things, I wanted.
No, wait. Let Cole do his unpopular opinion.
You already
Oh, I did. Yeah, the midichlorians.
Oh, that's right. You did yours
Yeah.
first. That's right. Okay.
I didn't want to. I want to. I want to
Stupid
put. I want to
midichlorians.
talk. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit, just a little bit more about that. I guess real quick because Thane took that conversation, went with it, and I didn't get to say anything. So I like the idea of midichlorians just because it gives an explanation to why some people are more strong with force than others. Also, it makes sense why Anakin would be the chosen one because he has more quote unquote force powers than the other people. I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts about it.
I thought if you were part of the light side and had a Jedi master that guided you, I thought you'd be more powerful in the Force. I thought it'd be more a religious thing.
or like a training thing.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it is still.
Yeah.
I mean, say Anakin never trained. Say Anakin was stuck on Tatooine for the rest of his life. He wouldn't be the greatest Force user ever. He'd be freaking.
You'd be Anakin. You'd be
He'd be a
Annie.
good pilot probably because he has the powers of the
Little
Force still,
Annie.
but he wouldn't be a good warrior thing.
Yeah, I guess.
So like with the Midi-chlorians, you get both aspects of it. You get people that are gonna be better because they're training, but you also get to get people that can be even more better because they're trained and they also were lucky, I guess.
Fun fact: did you know the director said that RoboCop was like the story of Jesus?
Nice. Thanks for that random hot
It's a
topic.
hot tip, man.
Yeah, jeez. Speaking of not making any sense, I want to tell you guys about the rest of my crappy day yesterday. So I woke up like 8 or 9 o'clock, and I was like, cool. I ate some breakfast, and then me and Cole started to game. And mind you, while we're gaming, Cole was raging pretty hard. Cole was getting really heated. Like
was
Cole's,
very
like,
loud.
Sexually just warm.
he was yelling some horrible things. He said something about a dog and a freaking
What?
fruit basket. And he also said something about catching a bunch of fruit flies and blending them up in a smoothie for Thane.
Oh,
But
what?
anyway,
What?
Cole, is this true?
I decline to answer.
Okay.
anyway, my head started hurting for some reason. I'm like, geez,
For some reason.
my head hurts.
Yeah, a kid yelling in your ear.
And so then my left eyeball started hurting. Like it felt like it was about to explode. So I told Cole, I'm like, hey dude, I got a dip. So I went and laid down. Mind you, I had to go to work in like an hour. So I went and laid on the couch and I couldn't sleep, dude. My head was just hurting. It felt like somebody was bashing me with it like a hammer. So I called my boss and I was like, dude, I'm sick. There's no way I'm doing this. And so she covered for me or whatever. And then I went up to Thane. I'm like, hey, Dad, can I have some ibuprofen? And Thane's like, sure, son. He gives me this whole pill bottle. So I took a couple of those, and I went down into my room. And as soon as I laid down, immediately threw up in the garbage can right next to my bed. And I'm surprised you guys didn't hear it because it was loud.
Well, I was
It last-
screaming, so.
It lasted for a while, too.
I think I could only hear Cole screaming too. It was like, and talk about Cole screaming. I think even when he was doing good, according to his dialogue, he was still raging. He was like, "Oh, I'm so good at this game. Suck my bean." I was like,
I heard him like,
Yeah, kid, you think you're good? Sit down, chump.
like
Whenever
that.
whenever I yell at them, like, that's because I was teabagging him at the same time.
and also, like, it also woke me up. His yelling woke me up. I was like, "Why is he yelling?" Oh, he's playing Call of Duty.
Oh.
Cole in Call of Duty is like a rage tornado.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I picked up, like, after I puked into my garbage, I pulled the bag out, and it looked like I had, like, a fish in there with some water. It was pretty gross. I went and threw it outside the garbage can, and then I went and laid down, and I slept for, like, a couple hours, 3-4 hours on the couch.
and he woke up and ate an Impossible Whopper.
Yeah, pretty much. I woke up at, like, 3 or 4, then I went and started to play games again because I was feeling a little better. Then I had the Battle of the Bands that same night, yesterday, which was... It was Battle of the Bands. Thane hit on some elf girl there with elf ears.
She's like, hey,
Nah,
you ever heard a game called Zelda?
well,
You look like
well, I
her.
would have, but her elf boyfriend was there too. So
Was he the size of an elf, or you could have taken
He's
him?
just about as tall as me.
Oh, okay, so
No,
he wasn't an elf.
Thane, doesn't matter. Even if that guy was as tall as you, you were
He's
you were tower over him,
And
dog.
at that point,
He's a little
he's like a
skinny elf.
troll. Then he's like a tall troll.
No, he was a little tiny elf, bro. He was
No,
skinny
this place
elf.
was hipster as heck.
Yeah, it was total. And Thane and I did not dress the part, dude. Thane shows up in his jacket and some
With
freaking
sweats.
snow boots,
Oh.
and I showed up
This-
and I had 2 jackets on and a beanie, and everyone else was dressed up for Halloween. We had elves in there. We had a freaking cowboy with dreadlocks. We had some weird pirate guy with his beard painted red.
Yeah.
He had a guy with a trench coat just slowly, like he's like
And there was a
he's
dog
like
there
slipping
too.
items into people's drinks.
Yeah, he was. And then, dude, the Queen of Hearts
But it was
there
actually just
too
Molly.
from
Alice in Wonderland, the
Alice in
reboot.
Wonderland, yeah.
Was
Then
that cat
also-
there? Did she have a cat?
Yeah.
Was she carrying a cat?
I
No,
don't
she
think
never.
so.
She never held the cat in the movie. What are you talking about?
She
You
didn't
Cheshire?
spray paint a cat against its will.
No.
Okay.
No, but there's also a tiny
You're
dog
thinking
there.
of that indie film that we made.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The one that will never be released
Yeah.
ever because we'll get in trouble for it. That Cole's in.
A tiny dog
This
that,
Cole wrote it.
Yeah, Cole's inside the cat.
that jumped on the stage and also started barking at people. Just tiny dog wandering around.
Did you kick it?
No.
He
Why
actually
would I
picked-
kick a dog?
Thane picked it
You're
up and
kinda
chucked
like
it at the
that.
snare drum.
He's like, those drums aren't getting.
Yeah.
It sounds horrible. He's like, your guy's quality sounds like trash. Throws it against the snare drum.
But anyway, when we were there, I was playing the drums for it. It was just me and this other girl that I work with, and it was all her songs, and she called me last minute. So we practiced once, and it was for like 10 minutes. So I went into this blind, completely had no idea what we were doing anyway. But there was this bass guitar that was on an amp, and it was like poking my hips while I'm playing drums. I'm like, dude, this isn't gonna work.
This place is crowded.
So we stopped. I'm like, hey, can I move this bass guitar to my freaking grill? It's in my ribs. Some guy's like,
dip it into my
he's like,
ribs.
hell yeah, dude, rock on. I'm like, I just want to move the bass, dude.
It's in my ribs. It's getting all juicy in my ribs.
But after we were walking out, Thane's like, yeah, I don't know if you should have played drums because it would have been. He's like, it would have been better acoustic.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof,
Dang,
Sky, how did that make
sorry.
you feel?
I was like, oh, well.
No, I
thanks.
mean, I don't
And
know.
Sky threw up.
I think it was whose decision was it
Sky.
to play drums during that?
She wanted me to play.
Oh, yeah. I think she would have done way
But-
better just
And
acoustic.
someone's acoustic guitar's up there. You threw up inside of it.
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
Or-
You threw up inside. You put it back.
Or
look at this nice Telecaster. Look at this nice Gibson.
here's the thing.
What are you doing?
Here's the thing. If they needed two members, like they needed a band, two members, just a second acoustic guitar, just backing acoustic.
Yeah, I probably should have just
Double-
offered that to her.
Double acoustic would have sounded.
I could have played rhythm.
Great.
What would you do up there?
He would have been the triangle boy. He would have been the dog. He would have
Been
just
like more cowbell, boy.
He would have been the guy with the dog. He would have just dropped it on the snare every once in a while.
It's like barking.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, time for the cymbal." Grabs it by the tail.
Just over time, and just starts barking less and less. He's like,
He's like, this guy comes up. "Oh, hey, bro, thanks for painting my cymbals red."
yeah,
You're
dog.
welcome, dog. No pun intended. Yeah, it was total hipster place. It's like a small venue. Like our basement is probably the size of what this place was.
Oh, really?
Warm.
Oh, it was really
yeah.
warm. Thing got out. He's like, "Man, it's hot in there."
People are eating
And-
like freaking quinoa and nachos. It's like, this place stinks.
Nachos.
Yeah, everybody had freaking scarves too, and beards.
Yeah,
They're all drafting their novels on their MacBook Pros.
Oh
Right?
no!
Yeah, except they're all staring off.
And no one even knew you guys were there.
They're staring off into the distance.
And then after you guys were done, they just like,
Yeah, we just
You
played at a
wanna
local
know-
coffee shop. Is pretty much what it
You
was.
guys ever seen the Goofy movie 2? Imagine that one scene when they're in that coffee shop. That's where Skylar was.
Yes.
It
If
smelled
anyone
real
remembers
weird
the
in
movie
there.
Goofy, everyone remembers an extreme Goofy movie. So what's it called?
Oh,
They go to
yeah.
the X Games.
I did feel kind of bad though,
Such a
because
good
Thane and
movie.
we were the first act to go on. Me and this girl. I can't even remember what our
you
band
guys
name
warmed
was.
it up.
Like Delusions of Grandeur or something.
That's it. Thane
Yeah.
remembers, dude. This guy's
Yeah.
some memory of
It's
freaking.
like,
He remembers some
Hercules.
things that don't like.
Hercules does not know.
you want to
good
know what I
memories,
also
guy.
remember?
You don't know
They
that.
had a piano right there, and there's just like two cigarettes right there. Like I think it was actually, now that I think about it, I think it was one cigarette, but it's like broken in half. It's like,
It's just art. It's artistic. I
Yeah,
need
it's
this
like-
broken cigarette to be able to play this song.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, bro. You don't need that. You can't
Why is
even
there-
play.
why is there a broken cigarette? Why is there a cigarette? It's like, ew, someone left their cigarette right there. That's what I think about that. It's like, ugh. If there was like an ashtray and he had the cigarette in there, it's like,
What's
okay.
funny is Thane's actually he filmed the whole thing. It's on his phone
Yeah.
right now. Not
I'll
that we're
show it right now.
Just show it right now. There's also some other stuff that you have to get off my phone. Just remember.
Well, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
wait until my
Oh,
1-year-old
yeah,
child gets
your-
out of the ICU.
your
out
computer
of surgery.
your computer bonked its head and
We're doing a complete body transplant because I was sick of its white body. I want to take everything that my kid is and put it in a black body.
oh my god.
This is Get Out.
Whoa.
This is Get Out. Sky's in Get Out with
Whoa.
his PC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn from your mistakes. And Cole is much better this time around, so he's gonna help me build a way better one.
You're welcome, Zay. I'm glad I was the guinea pig.
Thanks, Cole, for learning a lot more in
The
the
worst
year
part
since
is
you built
that-
his.
Yours was like the 5th computer I've built, Sky. I don't know why I did yours so bad.
He took it all apart and he was just roasting himself. He's like, "Who did this? I can't believe I did this. Sky, you let me do this." And I'm like, "Man, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just here. I gave you the money. Do it."
So I want to tell you guys real quick. One little
I'm gonna order
tidbit.
my parts soon. Cole's gonna be build an even better one.
High five.
Yeah.
Suck it, Thane.
I have a tidbit,
Laptop
a
nerd.
little snippet of my Call of Duty experience yesterday with Sky. This is the one thing I
I hate
remember.
you, Skylar.
I love you too, baby.
Skylar and I would just spawned. Me and him were like running around a corner, and one of our teammates turned and looked at us and shot at us. I think Skylar remembers this part.
Oh yeah.
Like, so let me give you an idea of what was going on in this kid's mind. I imagine he just barely got in the new Call of Duty game. It's probably his first Call of Duty game. He had no idea what was going on. He's just walking around, kind of a little slow, kind of like moseying around. And he turns and sees two guys that pop up on someone, so he starts shooting. And he realizes they're his teammates, so he stops shooting. And then all of a sudden, he sees one of them go up really close to him, while the other one's just kind of in the back, just kind of like watching, like going, The one right in front of him, right in his face, is shaking his gun up and down, over and over, just like, you know. Meanwhile, I'm not yelling at him in game. I'm yelling, just yelling in general. I'm saying things like,
You're an idiot.
like, look at this kid, dude. You're the reason why we're losing. I'm going 20-3, and this kid is going 1-37. He doesn't even know what he's playing. He's in the corner hiding because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, he shot us. We're his teammates. I didn't know they let little kids play Call of Duty, or just going off on him. And
He's playing
meanwhile,
the wrong
Skylar's kind of just
game.
watching in the back, kind of just like, should I stop him or should? And I thought the funniest part about this, after really thinking about it, was the other end.
Xbox player.
The kid on the Xbox just seeing some dude just freaking shake his gun up and down furiously, just like move around crazily.
Yeah, Cole's saying to him as he's walking away, "You're worth nothing."
You're worth nothing.
Yeah. Cole gets
You mean
very
nothing to
vicious
anyone.
when he plays video games, and he lets them have it in the chat too. He freaking rips on them,
I'll
dude.
type
Jump
in
in there,
stuff.
but you guys are sucking.
Yeah.
I'll say, man, I'll type to their team, man, I wonder what it's like to have a team.
Guys, my back hurts from carrying
I'll call
this
it
team.
specific people occasionally. Like, there was one guy, I don't remember his name. I'll call him Sparks though, because I think his name is Sparks, something like
Mhm.
that. I was like, Sparks, dude, like, legit, you're the reason we're losing. You've got 1 kill and 33 deaths. Come
Oh,
on.
God.
Wow.
Wait, what would make it even better though?
Thane's like, son of a, who is typing this to me? It's freaking Thane in his room.
That's why I love Call of Duty right now, is because I can actually type to them. Like in Fortnite, I just love type. I wish I could just type to people when we're
Yeah.
playing Fortnite, but I can't.
What if there was proximity voice chat, dude?
Dude,
That'd
I'd
be
let
so
him have
funny.
it. I'd let him have it.
Come on, gamer.
Come on, Epic, do it. No, the funny thing about Cole when he gets angry is that he'll like do like the censor words like freaking, come on, but he'll straight up drop the C sucker word like straight up. COCK. It's like I was
Chicken?
like,
You chick sucker.
yeah. I was like, wow. Like he'll just
Wow.
Wow.
he won't say I've never heard him even
Wow.
say damn or hell, but he'll straight up just like I never heard him say the F word, the S word. He'll just straight up drop C sucker, and I'm like, wow.
That gets to things. Like, oh, he's shook.
He's
He's like,
like,
I
"Ooh."
gotta
That's
sit a
just
game
so-
or two out, boys.
This is
It's
like,
like, whoa, gamer, time
Yeah.
for me to check out.
Wow, gamer, it's game over for me. So long.
whoa. That's sexual harassment.
Thane, that's funny that Thane's real weird. Thane will just freaking he'll
He'll say the worst
Yeah.
things. you
Yeah.
could
He's got a
imagine.
very, very colorful mouth. He's got a rainbow inside of his mouth that all the colors come
It
out.
doesn't help that he's constantly feeding this imagination with all the stuff he watches every day.
Yeah.
But
But
say
when,
the worst things, and then once someone says something mildly inappropriate, he's like, "Oh, come on,
He's like,
guys!
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
let's keep it PG.
Yeah.
now.
Come on, guys! We're not even streaming. Come on,
that's
guys!"
his typical reaction is,
Yeah.
whoa.
Whoa, bro, that's too far.
Like I said something earlier today, and Thane literally stopped what he was doing completely and looked at me. He
He's
said,
like, "Come on,
Sky,
man, that's messed up.
stop.
Come on, dude, that's messed up."
It might have been because you were saying it a lot, saying it like it's a lot. It's like stop. You run the joke to the ground. 'Cause that's what you do sometimes. You're like,
Well, that's what I do all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Thane.
so
I
you
get a
just, like-
joke and I will
That's
beat
when he
it till
gets the
it's
joke.
mush.
That's the joke for him is to
Yeah.
say it too much.
yeah.
And
it's
that's
like,
when I
this
truly
guy
start to
stop.
understand it.
The
Want to
joke.
know? Want to know what we haven't heard for a while, Thane?
What?
I am what I eat.
Yeah.
boo-boo.
Yeah, exactly.
boo-boo.
So told him, Sky, you keep saying that a million times.
You got
over.
what I was going for saying.
Hey,
Where's our
Hey.
picnic basket,
hey,
Bobo?
guys, I just want you to know that whole meme of me doing that, it was just a vibe check, bro. And you guys all lose.
It's just a vibe check. If I shove you into oncoming traffic,
Yeah.
it's just a vibe check.
If I throw
Yeah.
you into freaking wood chipper, it's just a vibe
It's
check.
just
Yeah.
a vibe check, bro. It's okay.
If I sexually molest my friend, it's just a vibe check.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thane, are you his
Tell
friend?
that to the police. Like, it was just a vibe check.
And they're like, oh, it's okay. It's okay.
It's like, oh, it's
the cops
okay.
are like,
then
oh,
you
it's just
can-
a vibe
it's
check?
a vibe check?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, you're cool, bro.
Or if like something's going on and you call into the police station, like, hey, there's been a robbery, like the guy's still here, I can see him running away, and then they ask you like, was it a vibe check though?
Yeah. He's like, oh shoot, I don't know. Let me go ask him real quick. Hey, was this just was you killing all those people? That's just a vibe check.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's a vibe check. Vibe check.
So,
And
oh,
the
he's
cop's
free
like,
to go.
ah, all
Free to
right.
go.
He's like,
Let
oh,
him
it's just a vibe check, bro. Sorry.
He's like,
Let
thanks
him-
for
let
letting me
him
know
out.
before. Thank you. I'm not gonna go now.
Oh, so Thane, was that you beating that dog up? Was that just a vibe
Yeah,
check?
it was a vibe check.
Yeah.
Just see that dog. Just see that dog barking at me, and
You
right
run up
in
and
front of
just
the
punch it,
owner, I
just-
just go vibe check, and the owner's like, thumbs up.
Hey, that was a good vibe check, bro. That was
See,
sick.
high fives. Nice vibe check, dude.
Will you beam up? will
My
you-
dog needed
Yeah, will you
that.
vibe check my wife right now?
Yeah, my dog needed that.
You know what? This may sound was like very
Controversial.
deviant, I guess, of me or something.
Deviant of
Or-
Thane.
But I just like violent memes.
Oh, no.
Thane, we all knew that.
Violent memes.
That's not really an unpopular opinion. We already
Yeah.
knew that.
Thane, what you could do is you could go into like a very, very heavy traffic public place where people are walking all over. Just do a horrible vibe check.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
roll
no.
up and
Like that one scene from Stardust Crusaders.
Whoa, sis Thane, I haven't seen that.
Okay. It's
Thane,
He's
don't
kidding.
just continue to say it.
Proceeds to say it.
Thane, I was
Okay, I won't tell it.
Thane,
Let
I
me
was
tell
well, there's a
it.
lot of vibe checks in JoJo. You can just pick one.
Thane,
maybe.
I was saying you could come up with like freaking like
Yeah.
just go to a public place and then pepper gas everybody and just say, hey,
Yeah.
vibe check,
Yeah.
gas them all out.
It's like a flashbang.
Oh,
Yeah.
A
jeez.
vibe check.
Kobe.
Hurl into like a bathroom.
No, Thane, this gives you a perfect excuse to go streaking in a public place.
Yeah.
Vibe check! And just
Or-
freaking running,
Or it
flopping
could
your
just be
wheelie.
written. It could be written all over his body.
No, it
Just
has to
vibe
be-
check.
No, it has to be violent, so I guess I have to carry a baseball bat and just go behind, so go vibe check, and just run while my dingus is flopping.
Your dingus.
Bro, that's what we should do in Grand Theft Auto when you go up and just vibe check, clock somebody in
Yeah.
the back of the head.
You do it in Saints Row the Third or any of them. I guess Saints Row 4 too. You just go naked and go vibe check. And with that purple bat, you know the one I'm
the
talking
Punisher?
about. Yeah, the
The-
penetrator.
oh, that's what it's called, yeah.
The Bilbo. The floppy purple Bilbo.
The
Yeah.
Baggins.
gosh.
Oh, speaking of game over, there was one more thing I wanted to speak about before the show ends. And this came to me in a dream, and I woke up, and I still haven't forgotten about it. And I think we can make millions off this, guys. Cole, I want to know what your opinion is.
Yeah, let us know what you think, guys.
So Zay came up with the name, but I came up with the concept, and we're kind of just milling it over in our head.
This
But-
is a dream, right?
Yeah, this was in a dream.
Well,
So
don't tell them the concept. What if we want it?
let me just pitch it to you guys.
Well, don't pitch it to them.
No, but Cole, we need investors.
Yeah, we need investors.
Someone could steal it.
We're gonna trademark it already. By the
It's
time
already
you,
TM'd.
yeah, it's already trademarked when you see this. Anyway, so in my dream, I had a dream and I woke up. I'm just gonna give you the business pitch. Hey, all you gamer boys and gamer girls out there, everybody is looking for love, and I know you. Something like this. This gamer here.
This gamer needs another game in.
Yeah, this gamer is looking for another gamette, a gamer girl.
a game.
Yes. And so listen, if you're in the market for another gamer and you want to, AKA, complete the mission by getting a game over,
And you don't like talking to people in public.
yeah, well, we're going to take it a step further into distancing yourself. We have started this new dating app called Game Over, where gamer boys and gamer girls can hook up. It's like Tinder, but instead of swiping, you press the A button or the B button. Or you can change your settings. If you want to play on PlayStation, you can change it to X and O. If you want to play on PC, you can change it to Escape and Space.
Or F.
Or
F.
enter
Yeah.
key.
Enter
Enter.
and backspace.
Yeah, enter and backspace.
Delete.
left click, right click.
Yeah.
Or for you hardcore virtual reality gamer girls out there,
Swipe left and right.
yeah, swipe left and right. Just go back to the regular.
Swipe left, swipe
VR.
right.
Yeah, but our state-of-the-art app allows you to not only describe yourself in a very clear and gamerly manner, but you can also put what your favorite games are.
Put your achievement list on
Yeah,
there.
your
What
achievement
your favorite
list.
genre is.
Yeah, and you don't have to go by your real name.
What
you
consoles
can,
you own so that you can match up
Yeah.
with a girl that has a
Exactly.
console
What
you
consoles
don't own.
you don't like? What genres you don't like? That way you don't get matched up with those kind of people.
Yes, so if you're looking for a freaking level 17 warlock from planet Dragus, you could find her, or him, or both. Let's say
Or
you
if you
want to
like
have multiple.
Yeah,
you know?
or if you like someone that plays Bass Pro Fishing
Yeah.
for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, 2003 Rapla, baby.
There
Taking
it
a step
is.
further, everybody, we've all gotten our marriage licenses. We can marry you in any of your game of choice,
That's
whether it be
true.
World of Warcraft, Halo 5,
Fortnite.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Fortnite, Gears 5. We will marry
Zelda,
you in
Mario.
any game you would like to, as long as it's got an online multiplayer.
And
free of charge.
Minecraft.
Yes, fun
How
fact.
could you dare forget Minecraft?
Fun fact,
Sorry.
we have talked to Nintendo, and we've pitched the idea of, maybe bringing back the NES multiplayer online mode back, because that was from, the 1980s?
That wasn't a thing.
Oh, but it is now. So if you want to
Thanks,
get
Nintendo.
your Super Mario Brothers on, or, maybe play a little bit of Pitfall, if you know what I mean.
That's on the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
We'll still use it.
Pitfall's on the SNES.
Well,
There
Super
is one.
Pitfall, yeah.
What's the
Pitfall
one you
Mine
have?
Adventure.
It's just called
Pitfall.
Pitfall.
Yeah,
No,
Super
it's
Pitfall
it's
Mine
like-
Adventure. That's
Yeah.
on the SNES.
Mine Adventure, that's right.
Don't correct me. The point is if you want to
Sorry,
get a
we're
game over,
nerds.
join today. It's free. Links in the description.
Point of the app
Yeah.
is to not have to do it anymore, not
Yeah.
to date anymore, not to meet any new people. So
The
that's
more you
why the
describe
name
this
is
to me, the
Game
more it
Over.
sounds like satire.
You know what, Thane? You can leave.
Fine, I will.
Yeah, the point
Invest
is
now.
the point is give us all your money.
Yeah.
We'll build the app. We'll connect all you gamer boys and gamer girls together.
Hey, and we'll let you guys even
I'm
test
not
it
sure
out. We'll
I'm-
even put your name on some of the some credits. We'll put your
Yeah,
names in
we'll
there.
we'll have testimonials in there. It's like, ooh, Dark Magician 84 hooked up with Blue Ice Mage.
I'm not so sure about the name Game Over, but
You're not sure about anything though, so we're gonna stop asking you.
Yeah. His And he was our first test.
I mean,
I'm
people
just
will
kidding,
eat it
kidding.
up. People will definitely do this. You can, especially if you put it on your Nintendo Switch.
Dude, that's the goal.
That's
you,
the
you don't
goal.
put it on you don't put it on
Cross-platform.
cell phones.
Yeah,
You put it on the
cross-platform.
platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you would do.
Yeah, this app is cross-platform. So if you want to hook up with a PlayStationer or a PCer, or hell, if you want to be an Xbox and Switch together, man, the combinations are limitless. So join Game Over today. Complete the mission.
GM
Pending.
Penner.
There's only like 6 combinations, guy.
Yeah.
It's not. They're limited.
Wait, are you sure? Wait, let's,
You
let's
got
see.
like
Let's see.
you got PlayStation with Nintendo, PlayStation with
so there's 6 of
Xbox.
each.
yeah.
No, Cole, you didn't. What about PSP, PS Vita?
I'm just counting just
Nintendo
the
DS.
Dead
Look
consoles.
at that. You
Whoa,
can still
we're not
use
counting
them.
dead
You can still
consoles.
use
I
them.
saw you
Consoles.
playing the N64 the other day. Not to mention, you were
That's
playing
still
DJ
dead
Hero
console.
without us too.
I wasn't playing
We're
DJ
reaching
here.
out to all these consoles though. Do
Yeah.
Wii U. We're doing all of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not stopping.
Yeah.
So,
So
everyone finds someone to
if you
love.
want to do a little shred on Guitar Hero 3 with your babe online, like you're playing Guitar Hero 3 while she's, totally destroying some zombies in Left 4 Dead, we're making it happen. That's the point, folks.
Xbox Live parties are a thing, guys. We can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
or if you guys want
Original Xbox.
or
Live
if you guys
party.
want to, hang out on Windows 95.
Can't
can
do that.
for
Sorry,
ya.
guys.
No,
Not supported anymore.
we're
by
gonna do that
Microsoft.
for you. No, well, we're gonna do that for you.
We'll try our best.
We've got
It's
modded
gonna happen.
versions of Windows 95.
It's gonna happen.
Also Windows XP. And for you crazy bastards out there, we got Windows 08 too.
I got
What?
potatoes cooking.
Or was it? What was the one everyone hated?
Vista.
Windows Vista.
Why'd you say? Oh, I guess 8 too.
Yeah,
People
was
don't
it
like it. Why'd you say?
ME?
Oh,
I don't know.
If you're a
ME,
Mac user
Windows
as
8.
well, Mac user.
No, we don't
we'll
support
hook
that.
you up.
Oh no, cut,
No,
cut,
no, no,
cut
no,
them out.
no, no,
Cut them
no.
out. We don't
We're
support.
gonna make it work.
We can't make that work. I'm sorry, guys.
And if you're a Nokia user, because you just like the classics, hey, you know, there's
You
There's
might
a
not find love.
yeah. I was gonna say there's a little corner of the world for everybody, but not you. Sorry. Take your Nokia and go back to Zorgon.
Thank you guys for listening to the
Go back to
Talking Rad
Tinder.
podcast, sponsored by
We don't need you.
Pepperidge Farms. Make snack time great again.
I do want to point out that we haven't eaten these in a very long time.
They're still
I eat
there.
them almost every time
Yeah.
I come down here. This is the only time I haven't done it for a while.
Yeah.
Speaking of
There's
having
some
not
up, there's
doing
some
it,
upstairs, like in a corner of the on the counter.
Those are
and
Sky's.
And I pulled them out, and Sky said, "Just throw them away." It's like, okay,
Oh,
they're gross, dude. They're like been opened and they're probably
Yeah.
stale.
yeah.
Plus, let's be honest, guys. I know we lied and said we liked them, but Pepperidge sent us the worst flavor of
Yeah.
nacho or worst flavor goldfish.
well, the
Yeah.
flavor's not bad. It's the actual goldfish. If the goldfish were actually cheese flavored,
Yeah.
I just
it'd be a
want
lot
ori-
better.
original. We just
Yeah.
ask
Yeah,
for original.
exactly.
I'm sick of them trying to push us to use this
The
flavor.
new
It's not
products for
working.
the new kids of the.
They want to bring in the heavy hitters to sell this product. We don't like
I
it.
totally eat regular goldfish. They're thin. They're crunchy.
Yeah,
They,
the regular goldfish are the best ones.
this
Mhm.
was like bloated.
Also, the white cheddar. Oh. never
Also,
mind,
one
never
last
mind.
shout out before we go off. Shout out to Sandman for not being dead.
Yeah,
We're glad
welcome back.
Sandman's still alive.
Also,
Good.
I do
I know
want to
he was
give
in the
another
egg.
shout out
Welcome
to our
back.
sponsors. I want to thank Radkatz for sponsoring this episode of
Red Cats.
yeah, if you want to go check out some hot new content. The Radkatz are playing what games are they playing right now?
I know they're playing Until Dawn.
Minecraft. If you guys want to go see a clip that went viral for us, we got a photo that had over like 5,000 reaches.
Ugh,
It's online.
it's disappointing.
It was the thumbnail
really
for episode
is.
9 of Until Dawn.
it's disappointing.
But yeah.
It's disappointing.
If you guys want some hot, funny clips that you can see on YouTube but want to see them faster than YouTube, be sure to check out every single day. We're going to be posting new Twitter and Instagram clips before the videos come out so you can see content before it releases.
And if you like them, please share them. We're gonna try something out very soon, but we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. But yeah, so my computer's broken. I might kill myself. Zay's getting a new computer. He's doing all right.
Might kill myself as well.
Please hit the bell, guys, and
Life
hit
is going great. I just might kill
and
myself.
touch the subscribe button and lick the like button, and we will see you in the next one.